Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are having a fantastic day so far. I hope today has been treating you well. In today's video I am going to be getting ready with you today and I absolutely love the look that I'm going to be doing today. I filmed a few videos a couple of weeks ago now and I didn't actually film like the application of all of the products and everything, but I loved the way that it turned out, so I wanted to come back, try and remember all the products that I was wearing in that video and recreate the look for you. It's a statement red lip. It's a sort of neutral, shimmery, smoky eye. It's an everyday look for me because I love a red lip, but it's just a few of like my favourite products that I've been using recently. I have also, I think, perfected a few more of my camera settings. Do let me know what you think. I really appreciate your feedback on like the few videos, like the last couple of videos that have gone up. I really appreciate your feedback on like the camera and the microphone, the lighting, all of that stuff. It really does help me out a ton because, as I have mentioned a million times, I have no idea what I'm doing with any of this technology in front of me, so I really appreciate your help like fine-tuning all of these settings. I think I've got it right, but let me know. This might be worse. It might be, but I think that this is about right. Either way, let me know. So I'm just gonna dive into the products. The foundation is the XX Revolution Skin Blur Soft Focus Skin Tint. I feel like I've been going on about this foundation so much recently because it came out last year and nobody talks about it. Like, I hear nobody talking about this foundation and it is genuinely my favourite foundation. I have had so many messages over the last like couple of weeks from people asking if I prefer this or this one, which I have out on my table, the Revolution Skin Silk, the new one. I think I prefer this one. I prefer the XX Revolution Skin Blur. If you can't tell, this is probably one of the last applications of this foundation. I think I prefer this one because this one plays over primers really well. This one plays over skincare really well. The amount of times that I have tried the Skin Silk foundation over different primers, over different skincare, and it just flakes off. It just pills up. It doesn't play well with anything. It always wants to cause a scene, and I honestly just don't have the time or the patience to be applying my foundation, then looking close up in a mirror and I'm like, oh, I look like a flapjack. I can't be bothered with it. I just want a foundation to work on my skin, and so often that new one from Revolution just isn't playing ball. It just doesn't work like it should with skincare, with primers. It's just really temperamental. So I love the way that it looks, genuinely love the way that it looks, but it just takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of, you know, figuring out. And do I have the patience to do that a lot of the time? No. I do feel like I've probably put too much of this on now. This is going to be a very full coverage day, which is fine. That's fine by me. So that's the foundation all blended in. I did just bounce over the skin a little bit with a dry makeup sponge because I definitely applied too much there. I'm just going in with a little bit of concealer, the Sleek In Your Tone Longwear Concealer. I'm just going to put this around my eyes. I don't need it anywhere else, so just going to put a little bit of that around there, and I will blend that out with a brush. And for bronzer, like, look how little product I have left in my Project Pan bronzer. Now this is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I probably have to like jab with the brush into like the side of the pan. Now there's so little product. I'm so excited to finally start working on a new bronzer after this one's gone. This has been a whole journey trying to get to the bottom of this bronzer, truly. Every time I use it, it like breaks up a little bit more. It's so close to the end. I really like it. I already have a backup of it. My husband got it for me for my birthday. I really like it. Can't get over the scent. Do not like the scent. But I'm hoping that if I like leave it open on my table for a little while, the scent might dissipate a little bit, because I don't feel like this smells too strongly anymore. So that is me, sufficiently bronzed. What on earth have I got in my hair? I could not tell you. But I really like the, I mean, I love this bronzer. Obviously I've like made my way down to the very bottom of it. Love it. But the reason I love it is because it's so soft. It's not too much on pale skin. I really love it. I'm just really looking forward to having one that isn't completely broken for blush. I really have also been enjoying this. It's the Technic Blush Glowy Blusher Stick, and this is in Peach Syrup. Look at that colour. How incredible is that colour? It's also really pigmented, so I'm going to take it on a brush so I don't get too much. I'm just going to tap this in. Again, I feel like this is really nice for pale skin because it's not too deep of a peach. She says that she's got a stripe of peach across her cheek, but it's really beautiful and it's so nice and glowy. And I definitely feel like I've been embracing the peachy blush a little bit more. Obviously it's the colour of the year, Peach Fuzz or whatever that was called. It's beautiful, it's so nice and glowy. I am at this stage just going to put a little bit of lip balm on because obviously we're going for a statement red lip today, and it is a matte red lip, so I just want to hydrate the lips a little bit before we get there. I should have done this at the start, but I forgot. So I'm gonna quickly just go off and do my brows because it takes me forever. So I'm going in with the Catrice Eyebrow Stylist Pencil in 025 Perfect Brow and the Beauty Bay Brow Fixer in Sable. So I will be right back when I've got some brows on this moon face. So that is the brows done. I will say one thing that I am like struggling to get my head around a little bit with this new camera is because it is so much better and so much clearer and so much more in focus than the one that I was using previously. I am like very aware that suddenly you can see if I do something wrong with my brows. You can actually tell. So like that just took me far too long and now it's taking me much longer to like actually film a video because I'm like, well, everything actually needs to be perfect now. Everything needs to be blended properly, whereas before, because it was like out of focus 99% of the time, I didn't have to worry about that because you couldn't see if, you know, my bronzer was looking a little bit funky. But now you can see if my bronzer is looking funky, and I've got to make sure I blend which is something that is new to me, like actually having to make things look right. I know. So for the eyes, oh, also I haven't figured out how to zoom in and out yet, so you're staying where you are for the eyes. I'm going in with the MUA Andromeda Skies eyeshadow palette. So that is what the packaging looks like, and that's the colours. These are beautiful, like neutrally, sort of leaning a little bit cool, but I'm going to be staying more down this end, so they're more neutral. I'm taking a fluffy brush into this first matte shade down at this end, and I'm just going to work that through the crease. And then just with that same quite big fluffy brush, I'm just going to dip quite lightly into that middle shade. I'm going to really tap that off. I'm just going to stamp that really lightly right onto the outer corner just to smoke that up a little bit. I've probably got enough there for both eyes. Yeah, I just wanted it a little bit darker. So then for the shimmer, I'm just going to go in with that second shade across, and if I just swatch this on the back of my hand, you will see it's so beautiful. Like, look at the reflection on that. It's so pretty and so pigmented on like just the tiniest little swipe. So again, just taking a little bit of that, just a tiny bit on my finger. I'm going to tap that really lightly across the lid, because I don't actually want this to end up too dark. Obviously we're doing a red lip, so I don't want the eyes to go too dramatic. And then I'm just going back in with that fluffy brush, not with any more colour on it, but just to blend this out. I am actually wanting to film today, if the sunlight allows me to. Wanting to film a review with all of the shades of these little £5 palettes from MUA, like swatches of every single shade, because I love them so much. So that will be coming soon, if I manage to film that today before the sun goes down. Either way, going in with a liquid liner now. This is the Made by Mitchell Graph Ink liquid liner in Brownie Points. A very deep brown. I feel like I haven't blended that eyeshadow very well at all. What was I just saying about having to have everything really nicely blended? BRB. That's better. So onto the liquid liner, like I was trying to say before I rudely interrupted myself. This is an incredibly dark brown. Like if I show you that, it's really dark. So it does just sort of show up as a slightly less intense black. Like you can't really tell that it's brown. If I just go ahead and do the wing, then you might be able to see. I've also just realised I didn't even bring over a mascara. Good for me. I'm definitely going to need a mascara, aren't I? So you might be able to see now that I've done that wing. This liquid liner is almost like a khaki tone. It's almost a little bit green. Like it's so much softer than a black, but I really love like the colour and the undertone of it, because it's just a little bit softer. It's not like very intense black. I have really been loving this one. I actually got this in a set with Bubble Trouble blush, which I've been loving on the eyes, and a pencil. Really been enjoying that liquid liner. I'm just going to use the Lottie London Super Fake mascara. This is the Vampire Diaries one. It's exactly the same as the regular one, so just going to layer up a few layers of this. I like a lot of lash, so BRB. So that's the mascara done, and let's wipe off that lip balm that we put on, and then I can get into this statement red lip, like I said, that I've just absolutely been loving. So the lipstick in question isn't even a lipstick, it's a liquid lip. This is the Catrice Matte Pro Ink liquid lipstick, and this is my statement. Look at that colour. Like if I hold it that way, look at that colour. Is that not me in a colour? I absolutely love it. So I actually haven't tried it with this lip liner, but I think it'll go quite well. This is the e.l.f. Love Triangle Lip Filler lip liner, and this is in Plum, but I'm thinking these two together might just work perfectly. So I will do the lip liner first. I will just do a light little layer of Plum. So I am just sort of feathering in that colour from the Plum lip liner with just a little liner pencil, and I'm going to go in with a liquid lip now, and I will leave this running. Like you will see in real time how incredibly pigmented this liquid lipstick is. Look at that colour. I am obsessed. And as much as I love this, I do love this, you do need a lip liner with it. Like it bleeds into, I mean it sets, but then like throughout the day it sort of bleeds into your fine lines and nice funky things around your mouth. I really, really like that combo though with that lip liner, that slightly plummier lip liner. And although that this is matte, and it is matte, it does dry, it's so comfortable, like genuinely so comfortable. I do not like a matte feeling, very dry lip. I like something, I mean, I'm a dry skin gal, I like something really nice and hydrating, and this is just beautiful. The colour does last. It lasts fairly well. I would say if you were eating something like very, very messy, if you were eating like a burger or something that was very, very messy to eat and very oily, it wouldn't necessarily last. I have worn this to work, so I've eaten like toast and drunk coffee, lots and lots of coffee, and it's lasted, but it does bleed if you don't have a lip liner with it. And that is the finished look. Let me sort my hair out. There we go. My favourite red lip. My favourite red lip at the minute, truly. I am just loving it. Loving the red lip on the pale skin. It's fresh coming into spring, like the skin is glowy from that glowy blush. The eyes are sort of soft and sultry. I just love this look. I love it. I would love to know what you think down below. I would also love to know what you think of all of the camera settings, colour settings, etc. I would love to know if you think that this is better than the last couple of videos. And if you haven't watched those, go ahead and watch those. I ramble on all of the time, 3/4 times a week. All affordable, all cruelty free, always me rambling on about something or other. Today it was a red lip. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. That really does help me out a ton. It also helps me out so much if you leave a lovely little comment down below. But until next time, thank you ever so much for watching. Bye.